Knowing Mary changed my life of faith because she drew me so much closer to Jesus, who is the only one that can give us true life.
She's like that magnifying glass that puts our gaze firmly in the right path.
She is the epitome of what it is to be a woman. She personifies everything that a woman should be. To me, she's my role model. She's the first woman I would look to for everything.
God has never called anyone and given them an easy path of discipleship. And Mary's was no different. Her fiat was full of risk.
Some people have the idea that things were fairly easy and straightforward for Mary, that she understood the whole plan of salvation and so she just floated through life. But when you read the Gospels, you realize nothing could be further from the truth. She just allowed God's plan to unfold according to His will, which is so different from human thinking, and she accepted everything that came to her.
I think for us it's important in our society to have somebody to aspire to have a role model, and to have a real person who lived and felt what we felt is probably the most powerful, authentic witness you can have.
So Mary's yes is a challenge for me every day. Like when I'm struggling with, where to go in my life, big life choices, Mary's yes challenges me.
Life is just really chaotic and hectic, and just having someone who seems so stable in themselves and in their spiritual journey, I think she's someone to look up to.
In the face of fear, she chose faith and carried on, and I think that's something we should take into our everyday lives. Faith is everything. Yes.
Mary, the mother of Jesus, is arguably the most important woman who's ever lived.
Who was Mary of Nazareth? What part did she play in our salvation? How was she a model for us, and, most importantly, why do we need Mary today?
Christianity without Mary is a modern invention.
Mary is a finger always pointed towards Jesus.
Because of her, God became one of us. He pitched His tent among us.
She brings us to her Son, and she teaches us how to be disciples.
This 5-session series will explore these vital questions about the life and present-day reality of Mary, the Mother of God.
The Church holds Mary up before us as our greatest example of being a disciple of her Son.
She is the ultimate disciple, the total Christian, the first Catholic Christian.
Pope Benedict the 16th called her the perfect disciple.
Her discipleship begins in prayer, and it's nurtured in prayer.
Along the way, we'll visit some of the world's most famous Marian sites.
And meet inspiring experts who will help us to engage deeply with Mary, past and present.
There was a time where I would never leave my house without a gun. Now I would never leave my house without a rosary.
Ask again, and if you don't get, continue to press. Mary is that presser.
We are all called to conceive Christ, to tend Christ in the world around us.
And at each stage, we need to be able to say, let it be.